up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. I want to hit y'all with this one, man. This was inspired by a post I saw brother Ben X put on Facebook, and I read it. I was like, wow, it's crazy, man. Um, he was talking about, and I'm paraphrasing. He was just talking about how back in the days, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was putting Minister Farrakhan in the house, and the minister was saying, I don't want to take the house because I don't want the brothers to be envious and jealous. And I got the house. And Honorable Elijah Muhammad was like, man, take the house. You know. Then the second part of the story was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad talking about how during his early stages he was living in I would say modest means, and he overheard some brothers saying, well, I'm Elijah Muhammad talking about he's the messenger of God, but he living down here with us. So the moral of the story is, man, you can't win for losing. Somebody gonna have something bad to say about you regardless. Either way, whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad, somebody gonna have something negative to say. And of course, when you're doing good, there is the element of envy, jealousy, and that hatred, that resentment. All of those things come into play because you're gonna always come across people that you don't know, but more importantly, people that you do know who have an issue with your rise and your come up. And you're gonna hear all kinds of things. Oh man, he think he better than us now. Well, since he got that little money, you know, he don't fool with us no more. Ever since, yeah, he driving his little car. He think he this or that because he got that little car, and since he signed that deal or whatever it is, they're gonna have something to say, not factoring in all of the secret hours that you put in working, time you put in working, figuring it out, trying to make something pop, trying to make something shake. All the nights when they was sleeping or being lazy or partying or whatever they was doing, you was putting your time in and putting your grind in to get to this point that you didn't magically pop in the position overnight. But that means nothing to somebody with an envious heart and an envious spirit, because all they know, all they looking at is, why him and not me? Why did he get the blessing? Why did she get the blessing and not me? Because he put the time in, she put the time in, you didn't. You put the dedication in, they didn't. So never let anybody make you feel guilty about your accomplishment, about your accomplishments that you worked for. It's not your job to accommodate and cater to somebody's weak mind because they wasn't willing to do what you was willing to do. Don't be ashamed and don't hide your accomplishments in order to appease somebody who was lazy, who was sorry, or somebody who is insecure and has low self-esteem. I'm not catering to your low self-esteem. Now, does that mean we walking around throwing stuff in people's face? Does that mean we being arrogant, we being cocky, and because of what we've accomplished? No, you still walk in humility, you know, but also at the end of the day, you take pride in what you've been able to do. And if taking pride means, you know what, hey man, I'm gonna jump in the such and such tonight, and I'm gonna show up to the event in this, or hey man, I'm gonna post a few pictures on the gram or whatever, you know, just popping your collar a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Giving God the credit for the accomplishments that he blessed you and put the spirit and the determination and the motivation in you to accomplish. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And if somebody got a problem with that, that problem is theirs, not yours. So don't make it be yours. Now, just get that out the way, because a lot of people do. A lot of y'all do that. A lot of y'all, but I don't want to make them feel bad. No, you ain't making nobody feel bad. Just living your life. You earned that. Now, on the flip side, if you are not on that level yet, as far in terms of the just the things and the resources and the status and even the money or whatever, but you coming. You're on the way up. You working towards it, but you might be living in that one bedroom. You might be in that. You might be in an efficiency. You might still be staying with your mama, but you coming. That's not your end goal, and you are expressing to people, hey, this is what I'm doing. Hey, I'm trying to get this. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. It's gonna be somebody that say, well, why you down here with us? Why you driving that? You still driving now? How you talking about he gonna do this? Oh, he live right over there in the such and such. So, you know, never let people try to take where you are and make that be a judgment on you in totality, because they don't know where you're going. They don't know where you're going, and there's no shame in being where you are, wherever it is. It ain't no shame in that if that's the best you can do. If that's what you're working with in the moment, you shouldn't be ashamed of that. And it is usually people who are motivated to keep you where they are, because they have come to the conclusion and come to the understanding and the acceptance within themselves that they ain't gonna never be nothing. They have already laid it out and manifested that unto themselves. I ain't gonna never be nothing, so I need as many never be nothings to be around me, so we can all never be nothing together. Nah, people don't see you are already who you think you are in your mind. You are already that person. You are already that. Now, you may not have walked into the actual reality of it right at this moment, but all it takes is seeing it, envisioning it, and then working towards it. You it. You it. If you see, if somebody hands you an apple seed, you know, you're not going to look at the seed and say that it's an apple, but everything that is necessary to be an apple is in that seed. So it has to go through a process to get so the person who plants the seed, they already know apples are coming. So it's the same thing with your work. It's the same thing with your grind. It's like, nah, I ain't there yet. Yeah, oh man, you was at the bus stop. I saw he passed by the bus stop, but he on Instagram talking about his new single coming out. Or okay, yeah, my new single is coming out. Yeah, I was at the bus stop. So yeah, but it's coming. I'm walking into it. I'm walking towards it. I'm walking towards it. So keep that in mind, y'all. People gonna have something to say about you, whether you winning or whether you losing or whether they think that you losing, because the perception could be that you ain't making no ground because of what they think they see in front of them, when in reality you just passing through that, man. So don't let that turn you into the kind of person that just it affects your mind, it affects your psyche to where you start to doubt yourself. You know, where you start to doubt yourself if you don't have these things yet. And don't let it affect your mind to where you start to feel like you got to hide your light to accommodate somebody's weak mind when you do have success. Let your success be an example to others who are not envious, who want to be motivated by it. And we'll all be made better for it, man. Alright, it's your big brother K-Rino, and I will catch y'all with another one later on, real soon. Peace and have grease. Alright.